Hi, guys! If you love cooking as much as I do, please subscribe and like. My dream
All
is
right, I am giving you
1,000
the cookie of the
subscribers.
summer. These raspberry cheesecake cookies will blow your mind. Let me know if you try them.
My God, I'm never leaving. I'm never leaving. I'm in this shit forever.
You are not going to believe how easy it is to make these gooey chocolate chip blondies. One bowl, 8 ingredients, and no mixer required. I have developed almost 100 cookie recipes, and my husband has tried every single one of them. And these chocolate cheesecake cookies, he says, are the best cookies he's ever had. You have to try them. They're so good.
Immer wieder.
In a daisy, I be dirty dancing, all the yelling gravy slazy.
Damn, baby, you so vicious, you so clean, so delicious.
Try to be tough, try to be mean, but even after all this, you're still everything to me, you know.
It costs that much cause it takes me fucking hours. It costs that much cause I don't have superpowers.
These 7-layer magic bars are like a little slice of my childhood. My mom would make them and I always thought they were the greatest dessert ever. I can eat practically the whole pan myself. They're perfect to bring to pitch-ins, summer barbecues, potlucks, the pool, really any gathering. They transport well and are always a hit.
Today is my twin sister Maya and I's birthday, so we are making birthday cake cheesecake cookies. This is simply a funfetti cookie, which is just a sugar cookie with sprinkles filled with a delicious cake batter cream cheese filling. You don't need the excuse for your birthday to make this, but if it is also your birthday, happy birthday, and I highly recommend these. The recipe, as always, is on my blog at dentalrecipes.com, which is linked in my bio.
Don't you just love a 5-ingredient recipe? Well, these praline crunch bars only call for 4 ingredients, and they are stupid good. Place an 18-ounce roll of softened refrigerated sugar cookie dough in a plastic bag with a 1/2 cup of toffee pieces and a 1/2 cup of finely chopped pecans, and knead until everything is incorporated. Line a 9x13 baking dish with parchment paper, leaving a slight overhang on 2 sides, then press the dough evenly into the bottom. Bake at 350 degrees for 12 to 15 minutes. Then immediately sprinkle 12 ounces of mini chocolate chips over the top, let stand for 5 or so minutes to soften, and using an offset spatula, spread evenly over the bars, and sprinkle with another 1/2 cup of toffee pieces. Chill until set and then cut into bars. For the written recipe, just click on my face icon in the sidebar to get to my main page.
Girly Things Cake Pop Edition.
So first you're going to bake 2 little cakes. I did funfetti, it's my favorite flavor.
Trying to make like the Starbucks birthday cake ones.
Add in your favorite frosting, and then you're going to start mashing it up. I ended up starting doing it with my hands because it was way easier until it gets into the consistency of Play-Doh. It's really
Okay, I've been on a kick lately of making stuffed cookies, and these are exactly what they look like, lava cake cookies. These are probably one of my favorites because if you've been on my page before, you would know I love chocolate. Everyone has seemed to absolutely love my stuffed cookies lately, so if anyone has any ideas, just comment them below. Anyways, as always, the recipe is on my website, linked in my bio with full instructions, and the recipe is always in cups and grams. Today marks exactly a year since I posted my viral strawberry cheesecake cookies, which actually ended up being my most popular recipe on my blog ever, which is just absolutely insane because I remember thinking that these cookies would be horrible because I'd never done a cream cheese filling. Since everyone loved it, to kickstart Valentine's Day dessert recipes, these are strawberry marshmallow cheesecake cookies. They're almost identical to the original, but with a marshmallow cream cheese filling. If you do end up making these, make sure to tag me because I would love to see it. Cinnamon roll cheesecake cookies. This is basically a cinnamon swirl cookie filled with the cream cheese frosting that you would top your cinnamon rolls with, but instead of a messy cinnamon roll, all of the frosting is neatly packed inside of our cookie. Also, I just wanted to thank whoever commented for me to make this because I know everyone loves my strawberry cheesecake cookies, but this one is at the top for me right now. And as always, the recipe is on my blog, identicalrecipes.com, which is linked in my bio.
I think this is one of the best desserts I've come up with in a while. These are Biscoff Cookie Butter S'mores Bars. They're so soft, gooey, everything you love in a s'mores with the added touch of cookie butter. First I made was going to be our bottom and top layer. It's a graham cracker cookie dough, so we'll start by pressing that in the bottom of the pan, adding a layer of cookie butter, followed by Hershey's bars, a layer of baked marshmallows, and some more of that graham cracker cookie dough on top. Bake until golden and those marshmallows are peeking through and getting toasty. Let it fully set and then slice and enjoy.
I am not ashamed to admit that I'm eating this blueberry gourmet straight off of the pan. Let's make it. Do a little this. There's a hair. Another hair.
Customer, hi, I want to order 1,000 cookies. I need it tonight for a wedding. I'm counting 10 minutes later. I'm trying to order and you don't respond. Say hi, I can't do that, sorry. I'll pay $10,000 PL.
I'm telling you, you're going to love these blondies. They're made in one bowl, no mixer required, and just 8 ingredients. You're going to start by whisking together 3/4 cups of melted butter, a cup of light brown sugar, and half a cup of white sugar. Whisk those together until it forms sort of like a paste that pulls away from the sides of the bowl. Next, we're going to add 2 eggs. Scoop that shell out of there. A tablespoon of vanilla extract. Now we just add half a teaspoon of salt and 1 3/4 cups of all-purpose flour. Mix those together, then add in half a cup of chopped dark chocolate, semi-sweet chocolate, or chocolate chips. Next, we're going to pour the batter into a baking pan and add some extra chocolate on top for those gooey puddles. Then bake, slice, and enjoy. These are one of my most popular recipes for a reason, so let me know what you think.
I think I would very much enjoy making some chocolate meringue bars today. The first step is to combine 3/4 cup of butter, half a cup each of white and brown sugar, 3 egg yolks, and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. We want to mix that until it's really well mixed together. Then we're going to add 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and a pinch of salt, and get that mixed up again. And we want to press that into the bottom of the pan. The recipe didn't say what size, but I'm guessing 9 by 11. And now we're going to add the healthy parts. 6 ounces of chocolate chips, which was almost a cup, just a little bit under. 3/4 cup of chopped nuts. I chose slivered almonds for simplicity's sake because I am tired today. There we go. And 1 1/4 cups
Homemade Rice Krispies are one of my favorite desserts to make. The store-bought ones are usually rock hard, but these are soft and gooey, and I love them. Let's make them. Melt 8 tablespoons of salted butter in a large pot. You can even brown it a little bit for a nutty flavor. Add 6 cups of mini marshmallows. Let them melt completely, and then remove it from the heat. Stir in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Then add 7 cups of rice cereal and 2 cups of mini marshmallows. Work really quickly, because once the marshmallows start to cool, it'll be harder to mix. And make sure to spray your rubber spatula with nonstick spray so nothing sticks. Place the mixture into a 9x9 baking dish. Line it with greased aluminum foil or parchment paper. Wet your fingers and don't press the mixture into the pan firmly. Use your fingers to gently press the mixture down, otherwise they'll turn out super hard. And top tip, use fresh marshmallows, like super fresh. Buy them right now. If you bought them a week ago, I wouldn't trust them. Let it set for at least 1 hour. Slice it into squares and enjoy them.
After I made the Ritz-Carlton blueberry muffins, I got so many comments asking me to try the Jordan Marsh blueberry muffins. I have honestly never seen such an intense rivalry between 2 recipes for the same baked good, and since I really loved the Ritz-Carlton muffins, I was super curious to see what these would be like. If you compare these recipes side by side, there are a few obvious differences. The Jordan Marsh muffins call for more butter and sugar, but fewer eggs and blueberries, so if you prefer a sweeter, more cake-like muffin, you are going to love these. In this recipe, you also mash half of the berries before folding them into the batter, so the blueberry flavor is really evenly distributed throughout each bite. But the recipe is a little bit finicky and there are a lot of steps to follow. The Ritz-Carlton muffins are far less sweet, but they have roughly double the amount of eggs and blueberries. In terms of texture, they're more like a really fluffy scone. And for this recipe, you pretty much dump all of the ingredients into a bowl and try not to overmix. These don't keep as well as the Jordan Marsh muffins, which I actually thought got better the longer they sat out, but both of these recipes are so good you probably won't have any leftovers. I really enjoyed both of them, but if I had to pick a favorite, it would be the Ritz.
If you're not using a cookie cutter to cut out your sugar cookie bars, what are you even doing? It's day 8 of my Valentine's Love Bite series, and today we're making sugar cookie bars. We're starting out with our sugar cookie dough. This just consists of some butter, granulated sugar, eggs, our flavoring, which, by the way, speaking of flavoring, if you want these to taste exactly like those chilled sugar cookies, just add a little bit of almond extract here in addition to the vanilla. And then we add in our all-purpose flour and some baking powder. Mix that until we've got a nice dough. We're going to press this into a 9x13 pan and then bake at 350 for like 25 minutes. And then once those bars are cool, we're going to make our frosting. The key to making a good buttercream frosting is to add the powdered sugar slowly, like 1 cup at a time, and just enough liquid to bring it together. That way it stays nice and thick. It doesn't taste watered down, and it doesn't taste just like powdered sugar. You can color your frosting whatever color you want. I chose purple today, and then top with sprinkles. And then you're going to want to toss this into the freezer to get the frosting totally chilled if you're going to use cookie cutters to cut out your sugar cookie bars. Look at them, they're just so cute. I hope you enjoy.
Today's recipe is a Canadian classic with a twist. We're gonna make some butter tart squares. To make the bottom layer, we're going to mix together half a cup of butter, 1 cup of flour, and 2 tablespoons of brown sugar. And then press it into the bottom of a pan. And that bottom layer is going in the oven at 350 for 15 minutes. And while that's baking, let's put together the top layer. 1.5 cups of brown sugar, half a cup of oatmeal, half a cup of chopped walnuts, half a teaspoon of baking powder and 1/4 teaspoon of salt, 1 teaspoon of vanilla, and 2 beaten eggs. And once that bottom layer comes out of the oven, we're going to put our mixture here on top. There we go, get all of that. Smooth it all so it's layered evenly. And pop it right back in again for another 20 minutes. The timer's gonna go up any minute. What do I do? I had to make him get up. Look at this though. And now for the hardest part, waiting for it to cool.